Right, chat. How's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. What's the update on Window Wasp? He did. He did. He died like a dog. No, yeah, he's laying in the bottom. He's good. Laying in the bottom dead. As in dead. All right, chat. Tiger Forever, welcome to chat. Not going to ever restrict going for goat in this series, but gold yellow deck is so much better for your sandy. Get her done. Get her done. I don't even know which one I'm gonna do. The most recent one I haven't done a ton of. What was it? White or whatever? Not white. I forgot which one. Back-to-back streams. Might as well go live tomorrow night as well. I don't think we'll go that crazy. Just finished the Boys series finale. Not even close choice. The comic series finale. Was it not good? I heard the later seasons weren't nearly as good. Long time no see. Hey, Link, how you doing? Love this 20 strong series and its brutality. This is my brutality. Tree, how's it going, man? Hopefully you're doing well. Long time no see. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing fantastic, dude. 24.46 seconds. I'll take it. Arrow, welcome to chat. Everyone say hi to my lady friend. She came to join me on my dinner break. Hi, Alex's lady friend. Subscribe to my channel. If you have a Prime sub. Yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, I didn't know what to do tonight originally because I still haven't cleaned up Marvel Champions from last night. It's all just like tucked in boxes. I was like, I could do it again, but no, I haven't played 20 strong in a while and I really want to. So I was like, we'll do that. So, because I'm not even 100% sure if we're streaming tomorrow night or Friday night or not. Actually, no, Novels won't be here. Wait, maybe she will. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. So we'll find out. We'll find out eventually. So, but yeah. So hopefully everyone had a good. What is it? Wednesday? Yeah, it's normal stream day. It feels weird. It feels like today is Tuesday since I streamed last night. My head is still like there, you know. Totally didn't make a goofy face while looking at Kate. See? Did you see? He mentioned you. Calm down, Alex. Nah, that's just pure hype. May we all bow our heads and give our condolences to Window Wasp, Wally, Rip, 3W. There'll be another one. There was one in my garage the other day. I'm trying to figure out where they're coming from. They used to live in my electrical outlet in the garage. Like I think I told this story in the past where basically one time in my garage by the one door, I could hear buzzing. And I was like, that's weird. I was like, oh, it's probably an electrical problem because this house has a ton of electrical problems. So I was like, okay, let me take it off so I can redo the electrical. I pulled it off a little bit and there must have been like 100 some wasps in there. And I went, oh, okay, sealed it back up. And then I took a can of wasp spray, the kind that you can actually spray on electrical things, sprayed it all in there and then quickly shut it and taped it off. And it was like, good luck, buddies. And then like 6 months later, I opened it up and it's just like, just a massacre in there. It was great. I hope I destroyed generations of wasp. But they come back with a vengeance. They know how to hate on me. It's fine. This is actually an energy drink with creatine in it because I keep forgetting to drink creatine throughout the day. So here we are. Here we are. Excuse me. But yeah, I feel like it's been a busy week, though I'm kind of ahead where I need to be, though I'm behind on work. So I got that going for me, which is fun. Hey, there's your code to get Rogue. But yeah, so new video came out today. That was super fun. Reliving good old Guardians Most Wanted, let me tell you, and realizing how amazing that wave was. Actually, I still don't mind that wave. I feel like a lot of people hate on it, but it's fine. It's not as bad as I think people make it out to be, you know. It's good. Keratin for the extra nail strength. I'll take hold on, what's the other thing I take? So I drink protein, a protein shake, I put in collagen. Which helps your hair and nails. That's why my hair is such a mess. The collagen just makes it grow like crazy. That's the secret. Allegedly. It just has 10 grams of protein in it, so I just throw it in there. I just take a lot of supplements. But yeah, we had a school day with or the elementary school had their carnival day or whatever, so we took our son to that. Basically did an obstacle course 10 times in a row, did the bouncy house a couple times in a row, did a slide about 10 times in a row, and got a balloon sword. So it was very successful. Oh, and then we did basket raffles. And I'm hoping I will now own a copy of Jumanji and maybe some coffee. That is my goal. I don't know how much we paid for it, but I'm assuming a lot. I'm up to the Spider-Gwen expansion, and I'm good. Wait, Sinister Motives? I had someone comment on the Guardians Most Wanted wave, and they're like, is this not good for a new player to get starting off? And I'm like, oh, brother, do you have something to learn? Because you're not going to get anything. Unfortunately, you're not going to get much. Oh, I'm also working on, Greg Favreau and I are talking about doing, I don't think it's going to be a stream. I think we're just going to record a video playing Spyro's End Volume 2, Episode 1. So I'm hoping to do that this or next week with him, which will be sweet. So get a gameplay video up of that because I love that game and I haven't played it yet. I'm kind of waiting for him. I'm not waiting for him. I'm waiting to play it to play with him. I'm waiting to play with him to play it. I don't know the right way to say that sentence. But I'm waiting for that because like I really want to play it and see what it's all about. But we'll see. Oh, well. Hey, Alex, what are you drinking? Straight bone broth. Throwing bones for the marrow. Yeah. I mean, bone broth is good. If you're fasting, bone broth is like the best way to get off your fast. Highly recommend. But yeah. Oh, I want to. Okay. Push that out of the way. Oh, we're not doing heroes and villains. Home, sweet home. All right, so I need to figure out. Nope, that wasn't the right way. I need to figure out what we're playing here. Be so much nicer when it's filled out. Okay, so Rose is the new one. Rose. I don't think I've done much Rose. I think I've done like one game of Rose. And I feel like I should do that because I haven't done much with it. So I think that's what we're going to do. But Hercules Hero Pack. And let's see how Double D expansion from Marvel Champions 2.0 goes. Love it. I'm sure it'll be great. No, it'll be good. It'll be good. I'm excited for it. I also realized I never did a review for Wonder Man and Hercules. I was like, oh, I should probably do that video at some point. Rose's killer? Like killer good or killer I'm going to get killed? That made sense. Does that sit up there? It does sit up there. Oh, 20 strong. It's been a little while since I've played you. All right. I don't know what we got going on yet. All right. General gist game. I kind of remember how to play. Does anyone else have that problem? Like when you haven't played a game for a little while and you're like, surely I remember how to play. And you kind of do. Sometimes, you know. Commit dice, roll dice, apply dice. Yeah. Repeat strategy, resolve. Okay. Yeah, okay. I remember the general gist. Okay. So, winning, losing. Okay. Dies, which never works. Okay, so we choose our hero. Let's see what we got for heroes. Oh, here we go. All right, so we got Beauty Scholar. Oh, starting side. Beast Imprisoned. The Fairy with the turquoise hair. The Mermaid Aquatic. And Genie Almighty. That's fun. For travel games, 20 Strong's boss dude, it's so good. Especially with the traveling stuff that they have now. I think we'll do the Beast Imprisoned. I don't know if he's good or not. Oh, is this camera not set up whatsoever? I don't know if this is going to work now. No, it won't work. Oh, wait. Can I reactivate it? Oh, there we go. Okay. So if you roll misses on yellow in the same roll dice step, you may move the enemy closest to you back by one location if unoccupied. Okay. All right, so we picked a hero. Prepare the player. Lay out the rest of the cards in the deck as shown on page 12 and 13. All right, so we have path cards. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot. So we got to do path A. So, wait. Can we do it? Path A. Path B. Path C. Path D. Okay, cool. Hero card, dice cards. There's still one back. All right, enemy discard, enemy deck. Okay. The Rose Garden. I don't know what that is yet. All right, we'll figure that out in a little bit. Okay, so map the paths. Separate the 12 paths cards into 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Shuffle them, place them. That's fine. Stock the item. Shuffle the item cards. Ordinary light pink and upgrade dark pink side face the same way. Place deck as shown in ordinary side face up. All right. Assume this is light pink side. Put the items there. Scout the enemy. Shuffle the enemy cards face down. Place it face up. Can we shuffle all of them together? Does not matter that they have different letters. Guess not. Hopefully that doesn't matter. Coming in the air tonight. I don't know what that is yet. CyberJ's welcome chat. I traveled Etchinstone, 20 strong, Button and Bugs, and a Marvel Champions Hero ski backs for my travel downtime. I know I need to check out Buttons and Bugs. Okay. Shuffle the enemy cards face down. Okay, global effects are inactive. Place the 3 global effects cards in the convenient area with their inactive side. Oh, inactive, active. Okay. Okay. Do you have most of 20 strong? Yes, I have all of it. Nemesis is being game founded right now. So I backed it. So I don't have it yet, but it's coming. All right, ready your reference card? Okay. All right, so we got to do our stats. Can you all see the cards, or do I need to like put the light on? All right, we have yellow. Blue, purple. There's some colorful looking stuff. It is. The only thing that's like a slightly annoying is when they have stuff that's like pink and then red. And like on that camera it's hard to tell. On this one's like darker and like lighter. And on camera it's really hard to tell. That's the only thing that's like kind of annoying about some of their stuff, but that's fine. Exhaust 1 die of each color, then gather the remaining 12. All right, we'll have our exhaustion pool be over in that corner. Choose your difficulty with calendar. Start with 18 days and add 1 random enemy to your cache as gold. All right, so we'll go 18 days and 1 enemy to our cache as gold. Hey Nate, welcome to chat. Should I buy this game? If you like really good solo games, then yes. Absolutely. Start with the Tanglewood set. If you get Tanglewood's red, this is just like the regular box, but they have a core box version with the dice and everything. This is a really good one to start with. Get the rest of the Tanglewood stuff and then just get whatever else. It's chip theory game, so it won't go out of print. Well, that's not entirely true. It may eventually go out of print, but the game is doing so well that they're constantly reprinting it. So you don't have to worry like anytime soon, but like in like 4 or 5 years, maybe it does, you know? Okay. So the structure of each round in Tanglewood's rows matches 20 strong common rules with no additions. There's no after game steps with no. Okay. In Tanglewood's rows, you can deploy as many or as few enemies as you want each round. Deploying fewer gives you a respite, but deploying too few each round will make it difficult for you to defeat them all before the day tracker reaches 0. Each time you deploy an enemy, you'll place it in your location at the far end of the path, then receive a reward. Okay. So during activation, you can continue deploying enemies as long as you wish, and you can decline to deploy anymore and move on to the engagement whenever you wish. That is as long as you have resolved any previous effects. Okay. So when you activate an enemy, draw a top card of the enemy deck. Face it flip up and look at its backside of the next card in the enemy deck. The next card's exposed path icon tells you which path to add the just. Okay, so this enemy, we don't know what path it's going to go. It'll go to a random one based on the next card. Okay. The playmat is from All Play, by the way. They've supported this channel in the past, so they're good. Love your guts, respect red deck. All right, newly activated enemies are placed in the farthest location on their path at range 4. One location past its last path card. However, if that location already has an enemy in it, first displace the previous enemy 1 location toward your hero. If this relocates into another enemy, displace that one forward. For clarity's sake, displacement is distinct from movement. Okay. Enters the castle, dealing your hero damage. Okay. If you deploy no new enemies at all in a given round, you may recover up to 7 dice. As above, enemies you are compelled to activate do not count as deployed. Okay. That's fine. All right, how do I fight them? So, the next card in the deck has a path C. So that's the enemy card. The enemy goes to C. The enemy before that is displaced. This enemy is unaffected. Okay. Easy. As you defend the castle, you can only pay attention to the enemies approaching on one of the 4 paths at a time. At the beginning of each engagement, place your hero card below one of the 4 paths. Oh, okay. So that's important. All right. So at the beginning of each engagement, place your hero card and below in the 4 paths. This is your hero's current path. You can only apply hits to the enemies on your path. Range is also a factor. See range below. At any time during the strategy phase, you may change your path by exhausting any ready or unapplied dice. Then move your hero card to below any path you wish. Going forward, you can attack the enemies on a new path instead. To be clear, you may even do this in the middle of applying damage. Say you generate 7 hits, but it only takes 3 hits to eliminate an enemy on your current path. You can apply those 3 hits, exhaust a die to change your path. Then okay. How close an enemy is to your hero is an important factor determining whether you can attack it. The distance to a given enemy is its range from you. The maximum distance at which you can attack an enemy is your hero's range. Okay. The enemy in each path. So wait, do I have a range? The enemy in each hero path's location close to your hero is at range 1. The enemy in row behind that is range 2. Okay, so range 1, range 2, range 3, range 4. Your strategy die. Oh, okay. Your strategy is how far. So I can only attack 1 space in front of me. Okay. So anytime during your round's engagement, you may increase your range by 1 for the remainder of the engagement by exhausting any ready. Okay. Each of the 12 path cards has a daytime and nighttime side. Path cards flip from daytime to nighttime and back as structured by various rules, cards, and powers. Daytime. None of your locations have effects while on the daytime side. On the other side, they gain armor. So have to deal with armor. All right. So I can't move up into it, right? Favorite 20 strong expansion box? I like the Tanglewood stuff in general. And I just played Maria Hill. The Iliad was pretty good damage once it got gone. Yeah, dude, it's nuts. The way enemies deal damage is a bit more complex in Rose than other 20 strong games. In the suffer damage step, each undefeated hero that is active takes a turn. Resolve enemy turns 1 path at a time from A to D. On any given path, closer enemies take their turn before further enemies. When an enemy takes a turn, it moves 1 location closer to your hero on its path. Be aware, however, that if some locations can move an enemy more than once at a time. If an enemy ends its move in a location, its turn is over unless an ability keyword says otherwise. If a moving forward enemy moves off the close end of its path, it enters your castle and deals damage to your hero. Reduce your hero's health by that amount. Okay. Then discard the enemy. You don't get the enemy reward, but it's removed from play and reduces the number of enemies standing between you and victory. For clarity's sake, note that each enemy that enters the castle... Okay, that's fine. Indicating enemies defeated. To help complete this, move them to the Rose Garden, a new table area where they can await to be processed, discard in the proper step. Okay. Anytime you defeat an enemy in Tanglewood, you have a choice. You may gain the reward printed on the left side of the enemy's card or the gold on the right side of the card. Golds represent... Oh, wait. So do I get gold from this? Oh, yeah. So 1 gold. Okay. You may spend gold from your cash anytime outside of engagement by discarding cards from your cash to pay for the reward directed in your reference card. Okay. You do not get to change back when spending gold. Okay, that's fine. Keywords. At the end of each cleanup step, decrease the day tracker by 1. Each number represents a day, and you only have so many. Okay. To win, you must overcome every enemy card. That is... Oh, God. Okay, so I have to defeat every enemy. Okay. I get it. Ever heard of a channel, the Crash Space? Yes. Yes, I do know the Crash Space. I was playing Maria Hill without using her ships, just a bunch of other shield support. Yeah, Crash Space, he does a lot of... what's that big game from Fantasy Flight Games? Twilight Imperium, right? We've talked about doing stuff together, but we just never have. Okay. So, let's give this the old college try. So, this enemy is going to get deployed on B. And it is a spellcaster. So it's got 4 health, 1 damage. In the suffer damage, spellcaster deals damage to you after moving regardless of its current location. That stinks. All right, so now I can decide if I want to do another one, but I kind of have to wait for them to move down because my range is really short. But I can increase my range by exhausting dice, right? Because I don't think my hero can go on the path, right? I can only chill in the back row. Grouchy Nerd, yeah, he's not bad. All right. So we'll deploy another enemy. This one goes into A, and it's the Scout. You can only apply dice to Scout if he is the only undefeated enemy active. Okay. It doesn't deal damage? No, but he does something else. What's the broken sword thing? Charge. When activated, move this enemy down their path until they reach another enemy or adjacent to your hero. Okay, what is... Alright, we deal with that later. Right, enemies activate during a different time. Oh no. So that is... When activated, move this enemy down the path until they reach another enemy or adjacent to your hero. Okay. You deploy as many as few enemies as you want. During activation. Alright, so he just moves straight down here. Because that was during the activation. Okay. So he's kind of just chilling. And in the suffer damage step, enemies take their turns. So they all move down and do their thing. Okay. So we'll do this one too. It goes on B. Oh, it's Perry the Platypus. And he moves down and has the thing. A banner. What does the banner mean? The banner doesn't mean anything. I don't know what that banner means. All right, so Perry the Platypus. Does the banner really not... It doesn't say anything? Yeah, it doesn't say anything, so I don't know what that means. Oh, but he gets a +1 enemy? When activate, immediately activate another enemy. Okay, so we have to do another one. They go on D. Wait, why is some red and some not? It doesn't explain that. I feel like this rulebook is really bad. Because I don't know why some of them are red and some are not. Individual and global. Individual only relate to the enemy they are printed for. How do I know what is individual versus global? Hold on. I don't understand this. They do not explain this. Okay, so for clarity's sake, no. Okay, that's fine. I get the reward thing. I get all that. It has 9 keywords, which is fine. Represented by an icon that provide enemies with special powers. There are 2 types: individual and global. Individuals only relate to enemies that are printed on, or if on a path card. Okay, so individuals what they're on. It just shows its keyword. Yeah, I don't know why some keywords are red and why some are not. It also 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know what the banner keyword is. Or the banner symbol. I guess it's bolster. Oh, bolster. Okay. Oh wait, he doesn't go yet. I think he stays there. Okay. I think I got the general gist. So there's not much we can really do. I'm gonna place my guy here. And we have an attack range of 1. So if we exhaust 2 dice, we have a range now up to this spellcaster. So let's try to do some hits on him, right? And we have a recovery at 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's roll 4 dice. Actually, let's roll. No, we only have 1 roll because we have 1 strategy. So we have 2 hits that we can put on him. And they get exhausted. Okay. Now we suffer damage, so the enemies activate. So he moves there. He moves there. He moves there. He moves there. The spellcaster and the suffer damage spellcaster deals damage to you after moving, regardless of its current location. So I go down to 4, regardless. Okay. The scout. When Vampire Doll is defeated, immediately activate a new enemy on the location where he was defeated. Okay. That's that. We exhaust dice. We can recover dice. So we'll recover a purple and a blue. And clean up, decrease the day tracker by 1. So we're down to 17. Okay. I think we got it. Oh, we were supposed to do deployment awards. For every time we deploy. We should have gotten different things. Gain 1 random item, flip a location to its daytime side, recover up to 2 dice. I don't think we did that. I don't think we did a deployment reward. Okay. Flipping an item. When items are added to your inventory, they are gained the ordinary side. You may spend to upgrade 1 random item inventory. Okay. Inventory slots. Do we have a maximum inventory slot? Thought you can have as many as you want. I didn't think there is. Oh, your strategy die is how many inventory items you can have. Okay. So we should have taken one item. Elfish and Prisoner. Shuffle any active enemy back into the enemy deck, then activate one enemy. I don't like that at all. What's the upgrade side? Your +1 range. We'll spend this to upgrade this because you can use 1 gold to flip something up. Okay. All right. So now these are exhausted. We have a range of +1, so we can attack this guy. All right. So we can do the deployment stage. Maybe. Let's deploy 1. Yeah, let's deploy 1. So this goes on to C. At the end of each apply step, if Torchbearer has dice on it but is not defeated, place Torchbearer on top of the enemy deck. Okay. So we get to recover up to 2 dice. So we'll do that. All right, we need gold. Okay. So I'm going to keep my guy here. And then we're going to now commit dice. So let's do 2 purples and a blue because I really want to take out this spellcaster. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So we apply dice. And this dude's dead. You have unlimited. Oh, wait, we don't get the rewards yet. So we'll do that in a second. Okay, so now suffer damage. In the suffer damage step, spellcaster. Okay, that's fine. You have unlimited range for the remainder of this round, or you get 1 gold. We'll get 1 gold. Okay, so enemies take their turn. Scout moves down. Parry the platypus moves down. Torchbearer moves down. This guy moves down. Now we can recover. We can recover 2. Red and purple. Okay, cool. That's good. Then we go down to stay 16. Man, I don't know how you're supposed to crush all this. I don't want to deploy anyone yet. I feel like I need to kill this stuff. Oh, we were supposed to deploy another one on there. What's the sun? This changes it to nighttime. Okay. So I messed up. Torchbearer should have brought in someone else too. Whatever. We messed up a little bit. That's fine. All right, let's take out Perry the Platypus, I think. So oh no, it's 3 gold to upgrade 1 item in your inventory. I don't know why I said 1. All right, I actually messed up on. Well, shoot. All right, hold on. We're gonna start this again because I feel like we've messed up a bunch, and I'm gonna redo this. We're just gonna redo this. So we'll go back up to 18. 1 die of each color gets exhausted. All right, let's try this again. Okay, I got the rhythm of it now. All right, so we take the top card. All right, it's 2 gold. Sweet. So now we're gonna start again. Now that I got the rhythm of it down, so we're gonna deploy this guy, which goes on C. And midnight. When activated, move this enemy down their path and okay, I got it. When midnight is defeated, if there are no crits are applied to them, shuffle them back in the enemy deck. Okay, that's terrible. So I deployed 1, so I can gain a random item, flip a location to its daytime side. So I'm going to flip this to its daytime side. Recover up to 2 dice. Okay, let's deploy 1 more. So B gets this guy. Inactive, and what's Eclipse? Oh, he's gonna change things. The Watchwoman. So we deployed another one. So we're gonna cover up to 2 dice. Okay. We have a range of 1. We need to exhaust 3 dice to hit them. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna exhaust 3 dice. So now I have a range to hit this guy. And I'm gonna just try to hit him now. So we gotta do 4 damage. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll see how that goes. All right, perfect. Crit, regular hit. This was a miss. They all get exhausted. This dude's dead. Okay, cool. Now he activates. He moves all the way down because he's got the little foot thing, right? And that's what the foot thing means. Charge. When activated, moves the enemy down their path until they reach the enemy or adjacent to your hero. Well, they're not adjacent. Does he just go all the way down? So they reach another enemy or adjacent to your hero. So I guess he moves all the way down, just hits me for 2. And then when he is defeated, and I think when they fall off, they're defeated or not. Hold on. Oh, you just discard the enemy. Okay, so you discard. It's not defeated, it's just discarded. So he wasn't defeated. Okay, cool. That makes sense. All right. Remove this down by 1. So now it's down to day 17. Cool. And now we do the deployment steps. So deploy this on D. He comes in with an extra enemy and a torch. Torch is after this enemy is activated, each other enemy on its path moves towards your hero. Okay. So we get to gain 1 random item. We're gonna do that. Earthbound. When an adjacent enemy would damage you, ignore the damage and instead move its to the range 4 location. Okay. He gets another enemy. This is not a deployment. He moves here. 3 goblins and a trench coat. When they're defeated, activate a number of enemies equal to its lowest stat. Okay. So I'll deploy another one. They go on C. This is the hunter. Each time another enemy is defeated. Okay. What's the king? Boss. This enemy is placed with your effect reminder card rather. Oh. This enemy is placed with your effect reminder card. Alright, so he just chills. So we got a thing. Okay, so let's deploy another one. Oh my god, another D. This is terrible. We'll flip one of these over to daytime. And then torch. After his enemies activate, each other enemy on its path moves 1 location toward your hero. That's terrible. They're just gonna like run right into me. So let's move our guy here. Oh, we never brought 2 dice back. God, okay. Do you think I ever use the normal theme dice anymore? Probably. I use it for travel. Like I wouldn't use the dice and I wouldn't use the metal tracker for travel just because they're so heavy. But the rest, like normal stuff, I would use for traveling. All right, so okay. So if we exhaust 1 to increase our range by 1, we can hit this goblin. So we'll roll. Actually, let's do a range of 2. So we can hit this one and this one. And then just roll a bunch of dice. One, 2, 1. This gets exhausted. So as goblin dies, recover up to 2 yellow dice or get a gold. We'll do the 2 yellow dice. He takes 2 damage. I don't know how to track that easily. We'll use another tracker. Bring him down to 7. On the fence on whether they release more information about the new production. Yeah, I'll be interested to see. My tracker has like a huge dent in it when I got it. Actually, it's not that huge. It's like a little dent. You can see it. I'm trying to decide if I want to like tell them about it or not, because it's kind of annoying. Okay. But it's not a big deal, but still, it's one of those weird things that bothers me. Okay. So now they activate. He goes here. He goes here. He does a damage to spellcaster to 2. And then with the mob torch thing, when his enemies activate, each other enemy in its path moves 1 location. Okay, so if they move forward, he moves all up again. Okay. Oof. All right, so we can recover dice now. Can recover 2. And then we're down to day 16. Okay. So now we can deploy enemies. A gets the midnight guy. And again, he's got that charge foot thing. I mean, he would kill me. They're all gonna kill me. Okay. Well, we deployed that, so we'll get 2 more dice back. So we'll get 2 blues. We'll deploy another one. It goes on B, Molten Spirit. You cannot recover red or purple dice until I defeat him. Jeez Louise. Stuff like that used to bother me more. Looks like a cool scar if you ask me. Yeah. That's the thing. I go back and forth because like I know I'll naturally damage stuff over time, so oh my god. I don't understand how you win. I mean, I get how you win. But they're just gonna crush you. All right. Okay. I can attack many enemies. All right, let's use 3 gold. We can get 1 hit point. Up to 3. Hey, Naris, how's it going? How is this game? This one's tough, dude. Like the other ones, I get how you could win pretty easily. This, I feel like, is insane. Because like the thing is, the charge thing is just what screws you up. Move this enemy down their path until they reach another enemy or adjacent to your hero. I mean, he's just charging straight at me and winning. I don't understand. Because it's going to do 2 damage, bring me down. I need to add another range so I can take out this guy. So I guess we'll exhaust to add 1 more range. I can't recover my red or purple dice. So I take out the Molten Spirit. So let's roll 4, 5, 6. Alright, we have a crit to defeat him. You deal 4 damage there, which we won't do. No, then we're gonna die. Yeah, bro. Okay. Let's try this again. Alright, we'll get this down. We'll get this down. This one is definitely the hardest one of all of them so far, it feels like. Or I'm doing something terribly wrong. But I don't think I am. Hold on, we gotta set up the map again. Bum. Okay. Set back up to 18. It's considered really difficult to where it was said if you want to punch yourself. Give it the card's most 100. I mean, if they say it was really difficult, then they weren't lying, dude. I'm also not sure what makes this stuff active and inactive, but I guess we'll figure that out later. We haven't made it very far, so. Does it say what it does? Or how to get inactive and active? Oh, it's whenever the global keyword comes in, then it becomes active. Oh, it's even harder than I thought. Cool. Okay. Let's do this. So, deploy step. Deploy this first enemy onto A. Sandwich. No keywords. All other active enemies have whatever that moon symbol is. They move things. Sandwich leaves the play area without being defeated. +1 heart. Okay. We can recover 2 dice, so that's what we'll do. We're gonna take another one. This goes on to C. Weevil Dumb. This is now active. When you suffer damage from an enemy, you must reduce your whatever and whatever rather than your heart if possible. Well, that's terrible. After each applied dice step, if they were applied to Weevil Dumb, that step trigger his plus. Okay, so he gets another enemy onto C. We get to take a random item. Oh, we forgot to get a free card. So we'll get that one. Roll any dice. You may apply any roll, returning the rest to your dice pool. Okay. Okay. Expose is terrible, dude. All right. So yeah, he puts another enemy. This is not revealed. So this is Walter White. The first time each round that a die would be applied to Walter White, exhaust the applied die, then place Walter White in another unoccupied location in his current range if possible. Okay. 1, 2. All right, so my range is 1. So I need to exhaust. I'm going to exhaust 3 dice so I can hit this Weevil dumb thing. Because it is dumb. I'm going to roll a lot of dice to kill it. After each applied dice step, if any dice were applied to him. Okay. Wow. Okay, we rolled really well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's enough damage. So we apply dice, so this gets played. That goes there. This activates this. So in each suffer damage step, activate enemies move 2 locations instead of 1. Okay. So he's dead. +1 to any stat or gain 1 random item upgrade. We're gonna increase our stat. We'll do a range / rerolls. Okay. All right, so those all go away. Enemies take their turn, so he moves down. All other enemies. Okay, so he flips it to nighttime. He moves down. So each time in the round. Okay. Don't do anything with that. Each time after an attack is placed in memento, if he's undefeated, minus 1. Okay. So we want to kill him right away. Okay. Then we recover dice. We can recover 2. Woohoo. And that's it. So if we deploy an enemy, this goes on the B. Rave Troll. And apply dice step. Okay. He's got 20 life. Jesus. And he puts out 2 more enemies. So we can get 2 dice back. And he takes out 2 more enemies. So this one goes on the C. And this one goes on the D. He adds another enemy, which goes on the B. He adds another enemy, which goes on the A. Okay. I don't know how we're killing this. Beauty? Yeah, Beast is terrible. And you have 3 or more items. Yeah, but you can only have so many items, right? We might have to switch. Because this is crazy, dude. All right. Yeah, we're going to try this again. Because the Beast is not good. All right, we'll try. We said Beauty is OP. This gets flipped over. Let's give her a try. Beauty Scholar. 3, 2. Okay, so she gets 3 dice back, which is nice. Starts off with like no life, but that's fine. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Anytime you gain a random item, draw 2, choose 1 to keep and the other discard. Okay. Okay, so first thing we get is top card, we get 1 gold. Alright, so let's deploy onto B. Freaking spellcaster, dude. We have a range of 2, which is nice at least. We deployed one, so let's gain one random item. So we actually get two. We get to choose which one we want. Upgrade one. Upgrade 1 to 3 other items in your inventory. Okay, we'll do that, I guess. We'll deploy another one, which goes to D. Oh, these don't activate. The active thing is what's like this stuff is insane. All right, so we get something else. We'll do another item because we can hold on to two. We'll do the elvish one. Elfish impersonator. I'm just checking what Theo says. Okay. Okay. I guess let's deploy another one. So this goes on to A. Freaking torchbearer. Gets an extra enemy. We're going to recover 2 dice before I forget. And they go on to B. Her flip side. The problem is we need to upgrade her stat to get a 3rd item. So we need to work on getting 3 gold to upgrade this to make that work good. All right, so we're going to move here. We're going to punch that spellcaster in the face. So we're going to increase our range so that we have 1, we have a 2, we have 1 more to 3. So let's roll. We have 2 rounds. So we'll roll these 3. Oh, perfect. This is actually perfect. So we got a crit, a regular, and a regular, which does 4 damage, which kills him. I want the gold. That's it for applying dice. Cool. Then enemies move. So when he moves, he flips this over. At the end of each apply stat phase of Torchbearer's dice. No, he doesn't. He moves. Oh, wait. He has this speed. So in each suffered damage step, they move 2 locations. So he moves down here. He moves down here. And he charges, I guess, all the way and just does 2 damage. That's what's crazy about this charge move. They just run down and kill you. Moves enemy down their path until they reach another enemy or adjacent to your hero. Yeah. I mean, he just runs down and kills me. So that's 2 damage to me, so I have 1 life. That's what I don't understand, man. The charge thing is crazy. Okay. Then we can recover 3 dice. And then to move side to side, we need to exhaust a die, right? Or something. Exhaust any ready or unapplied die. Okay. All right, so if we exhaust a ready or unapplied die, we can do it. So that's, I guess that's what you have to do, is you roll dice, even if you're not in range, and take it out. Okay. So we need to kill this molten spirit thing for sure. The problem is deploying anyone right now. Oh wait, shoot, it's down to day 17. Deploying anyone. I mean, you can flip to its daytime side, but that's not super helpful right now. Okay. I just want to kill this. I want to kill this thing dead. So it's got 5 life. We're gonna roll a ton of dice. Okay. So we have a crit. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we can exhaust one of those to move another space over and deal 2 damage. Dice on but not defeated. Placed on top of the enemy deck. Oh, that's terrible. We don't want to do that. We'll just move in front of Torchbearer. All right, so this thing dies. And we get a gold for that. Torchbearer moves down. And is going to have 1 extra armor, so I have to do an extra damage to it. Okay. Then that's that. Now we recovered dice. So we'll do the red and 2 purples. And decrease the day down to 16. Okay. So I want to spend 3 gold to increase this stat die up to 3. Because when we get our 3rd item, that's going to help a lot. So this one's going to go on C. It's just Steve. So Steve goes on C. We want a 3rd item. So we get to look at 2. Moat piranhas deal 2 damage to each enemy adjacent to you that would be defeated by that damage. Pizza wheel, after the enemy is defeated, take all dice applied to the enemy and apply them to any other active enemies regardless of rage. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, so as soon as you have 3 or more items, flip this. So discard an item to set 2 exhausted dice to critical and apply them to enemies. Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, so now we'll deploy again. This goes on the A. Ravenous Dwarf. We'll take 2 more dice. He comes in with somebody else. Okay, he goes to A. Oh, jeez. Extra enemy comes in. Midnight goes to C. So luckily he can't charge down and kill me, so that's something. Okay. Problem is the Beauty War, as soon as I get rid of an item, I flip back down. So we have to do a constant flipping action with her. Alright, so if we roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. No, we'll roll these. No, we just have to roll these. And we have a range of 3 now. So 1, 2, 3. We can hit that dwarf. So let's roll extra dice. We're going to roll a ton of dice, actually. Okay. Let's see what happens. All right. So we want to discard an item. That one. To make these 2 criticals. And then we apply 1 damage here. So that's 5. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That was silly. We should have done more. Well, we still can. Let's roll these 2. Okay, then we can roll them again. All right, good. We got a hit. So that takes him out. Okay. So now, all this stuff gets exhausted. She goes back to her other side. These 2 are dead. So we'll deal with them in a second. He moves down 2 steps. 2 steps. He moves down there too. Okay. Then we get 2 gold and 1 gold, or gain 1 random item, gain 2 random items. We'll keep the 2, but we'll discard this to gain 1 random item. Hey, Ree, how's it going? Flip all nightmare cards on a single path to their daytime side. Okay. So we go back to our other, more powerful side. We recover 3 dice. So 1, 2, 3. This lowers down to 15. So which 20 strong? This is Rose. It is incredibly hard. I did not think something could be this hard. All right, so we're in deployment phase. So this deploys on the B. Dreamweaver, okay, 1 to 3. It has this. So I get to recover 2 dice, which I'll do. They add an extra enemy onto A. I'm going to deploy another one onto C, the mirror. +1 blood. Okay, so they have more life. We deployed that one, right? So I'm going to get 2 more dice. We're going to do it again. This goes on the C. Oh, this is a boss one. Each time a critical is applied to an enemy, you must either activate one enemy or exhaust 2 unapplied dice. Jeez Louise. Okay. So we'll put him up here so we remember him. I don't know how to get rid of him. Because the boss sits off to the side. Oh, we can damage it from any range, but it requires a range of 6. Jeez Louise. Okay, so he negates our entire critical status we have. Okay. He has +3 light. Oh my god. He has +1. He has +2. Oh boy. Let's deploy one more onto A. Lower this. Are you sure the charge enemies damage you? It just says that they would be displaced off the bottom. Yeah, but they get displaced by damaging you, right? Don't they? Did I read that completely wrong? Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Alright, so if they move off its path and enters the castle, if moving enemy moves off the close end of its path, it enters the castle and deals damage to your hero. Reduce your hero's health by the damage and then discard the enemy. You don't gain the enemy reward, but is removed from play and reduce the number of enemies standing between you and victory. So yeah, according to page 29, if moving an enemy moves off the close end of its path, it enters the castle and deals damage to your hero. And then charge just says, when it activates, move this enemy down their path until they reach another enemy or adjacent to your hero. If they're charging and there's no enemy and I'm not adjacent, then they just come here and they kill me. And they enter the castle, I should say. Adjacent is the bottom row. Yeah, but it's adjacent to wherever I am, right? Because if I'm here and they're charging here, this isn't adjacent to me. This is adjacent to me. Unless they're saying this entire row is adjacent to me, but then what would be the point of me being down here? Like it should just say then they go to the max of the bottom row or whatever. Wait, let's see. Does it say the words adjacent in here? Oh, wait, diagram says that? Oh my god, it does. That's so dumb. That's not the right word for that. They shouldn't call that adjacent. Okay. Oh, the rule book strike again. All right, let's do this one more time. Do it one last time. Puts rule more than the end of the deck, I think. Yeah, I mean its rule book is bad. It's really bad. Again, I love 20 strong, but this rule book feels rough, dude. See you stream last? I know, right? I was thrown off too. All right. Let's try this one more time. So it's 3-2. That's that. Let's see what the starting thing is. No, these are complete backwards. So this is here. This is here. Waiting for a second printing? Yeah. I mean, it's just, Jesus. But it's just like, I don't know. This, again, I love chip theory games, and like their early games were really rough with their rules. Like it was really, really rough. And this feels like such an early rule book like issue thing that they have. Her likes this is old school looking. It's just like they did such a good job. So they were really bad at rule books for a long time. And then they got good again at rule books. Or not again, they got good at rule books. And it's just like, this is just a bad rule book. All right. And it's also like things that should have easily been picked up in playtesting, in my opinion. Hey, BD, how's it going? Again, I enjoy it. I understand it's supposed to be difficult. Jesus. Okay. We get the top one. 3 gold. Let's go. Okay. So, we're going to do this and we're going to crush this time. I got a feeling. I got a fever. Okay. Deploy enemies. Let's go. First enemy deployed to D is, a boss. Cool, the hunter. All right, that's fine. Each time another enemy is defeated, whatever. So this one activates this. Each enemy's at +1 attack. The weird thing is, like, I feel like those should deactivate when the enemy leaves, but it doesn't. Oh, no, you do. Okay. You're supposed to check all other enemies. Okay, I thought I was saying something else. Okay, we got that. So that, each enemy has +1 attack. That's fine. We did that. Let's get 2 cards back. We're going to activate another one. This goes on the C, which is 3 goblins and a thing. Goes on the C. We're going to turn this. Oh, no. We're going to gain a random item. Because we need items. Hey, Cap. Oh, wait, I already said hi to you. So we get to choose 2 with her ability, or we get to look at 2 and choose 1. We'll do catapult. Next one, it goes on to D. Walter White. He's green. That's why he doesn't show up. All right, the first time each round. Okay, so we'll deal with that. Is defeated. Activate a number of enemies equal to your lowest stat. Okay. So doing that, we will do another 2 cards. Earthbound Stone Shoes. Defeat an active enemy with Goblin in its name. I like that. We'll do another card. This goes on to A. Oh my gosh, we keep getting these same ones. He gets an extra enemy. First, we're gonna do a path. And the I is now active. When you suffer damage from an enemy, you must reduce other stats. Okay, we want to kill that thing for sure. Extra enemy comes on. Storm of Bats. We need to kind of push them down. So we're going to activate another one. This one goes on to A. We'll get 2 more dice. When Scribble activates, if there are any other enemies active, place Scribble on the closest occupied location to your ship. Oh my gosh, how does this guy work? When Squib activates, if there are any other enemies active, place Squib on the closest occupied location to your hero, shuffling the enemy there back into the enemy deck. Okay. He has +1 heart for each miss on him. Oh, okay. I get how he works. That's fine. Let's work with this. Actually, let's do. No, that's fine. We're going to move here. We have a range of 2. We're going to roll some dice. I haven't played Rose yet? Dude, it's rough. Alright, each time an enemy is defeated, we'll put a 7 life on him. It's almost like if we roll a ton of dice right now, we try to wipe the board almost. But that seems silly. Probably shouldn't do that. Alright, I want to kill this thing. So we're going to roll this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me hits. Okay, so we could put a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onto him. We trigger his thing that does moves cards in. All other active enemies have the dark thing, and that's only when they move into it. Actually, I think that counts for him. Okay. He's dead. +1 to any stat. I want to do that. I want to move my item up to 3 already. Alright, they all get exhausted. Okay. That's fine. So now we activate things. If there are any other enemies active, place Squib on the closest occupied location to your hero. So I guess this one. Oh wait, shuffle the enemy back in. So that shuffles him back in. Then he gets pushed down, makes this dark. No, wait. No, he doesn't. Yes, no. Each other enemy on its path moves. No, it's not this. After this enemy is activated, each other enemy on its path moves forward. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Trying to die. Okay, that's fine. That's that. Now we recover 3 dice. So we'll do a red and 2 purples. Okay. Lower the day by 1. 17. Now I can attack all these guys. They're all within range, assuming I just move my guy where I need to go. So this one's going to move on to D, the midnight. Take the reward. Oops, that goes there. I think so. I can't really remember. Oh no, for the Wee Devil, I didn't activate him. He put a thing out. Like he put an enemy out. This guy. So we trigger his enemy ability. So I don't think we get a reward for that, right? Because that's not us deploying. But we did deploy him, so we have to do his thing. Oh, we're gonna do the item thing. Upgrade I'll take that one. So we flip over. Okay. Let's move these somewhere. Okay. I'm now Art of War. We can move 2 dice onto criticals. You put into play, but I don't think CGG plays Marvel Champions your game. Yeah, exactly. All right. We did that. We got an item. I'm actually going to use this to upgrade up to 3 other items in your inventory. So each time you defeat an enemy at a range 4, recover up to 2 dice applied to it. Okay, so we need to upgrade that. Before you suffer damage step, you may -1 to defeat a non-boss enemy with life equal to or less than the sum. Okay. That's actually, the items are crazy good. We're going to spend 3 to upgrade this stat so we can hold 4 items to hopefully stay on our warrior side eventually. All right, so this goes in the A. Oh, shoot. Speed is... No, speed's not active. It's inactive. Now it's active. Okay. So we did that, right? We put that into play. We're going to get another item. Recover up to 1 of your dice of each color. Keep that. We go to this side. Okay. So we can roll up to 4 times. And we have a range of 4 now. So the ballista helps. Each time a hit is applied to my... He's undefeated. Alright, so we need to one-shot the Moray so we don't lose stats. Okay. Oh, shoot. We haven't been doing this. We defeated 1 enemy, right? Yeah, so this goes down to 6. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's... do... I want to take out Squib. And possibly this guy. Oh, this is where all other enemies had the night thing. So these flip over. So Squib has more life. He's got 7, he's got 10. He's got 6. He's got 9. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Do I want to move here? I want to take out that guy, is what I really want to do. Let's roll a bunch of dice. Let's roll these, a bunch of yellows and a green. Let's just see what happens. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He is defeated, so we don't minus one a stat. That's fine. We could. Squib is the closest, so I don't think he does anything. So that was one round. Let's exhaust the die. To move Walter there. He has 9 life. Alright, so each time you defeat an enemy. So what if we just, you know what, let's just roll all these. Let's just yellow this. This is such bad strategy. So we have a crit, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, but he has 9 life. Oh no, we could just do 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would kill him. Then we can roll these two. Apply 1 die here. Okay. That gets exhausted. So we get to recover 2 from here because of our ballista. He dies. Roll any of your unexhausted dice in the play. Okay, no. Just take the gold. And he dies. Each time an enemy would be displaced towards you. Okay. Now we'll take the money. Everyone else moves up 1. Okay. That's fine. We can recover 3 dice. So we'll recover 3 purples. And that's that. We defeated somebody, so he goes down to 5. And that's that. Okay. So we need to do deploy onto B. Hey, parry to platypus. Active. Active. Everyone's a bit faster now. We get to recover 2 dice. Wait, we want blue. He gets to put in a different enemy at D. Okay. We're going to deploy another one. Spellcaster. Always spellcaster. We got to murder him. We get 2 dice back. Let's take a blue and a green. We'll do it again. This goes on A. Oh, good. Another spellcaster. Instead, we'll do items. Live Twitch stream next day. YouTube music. Hey, Yervil. All right, we got the petals. Oh wait, I don't think we were supposed to have the petals. I think that's supposed to be discarded. I'll take this random one. Earthborn and Pizza Wheel. Okay. Oh wait, we don't get to choose too. Oh shoot. All right, we'll just take Pizza Wheel then. Okay. Let's spend 3 to upgrade our return dice to 4. I need to start murdering everything. Actually, this pocket knife is strong because before you suffer damage each step, you may suffer 1 damage to defeat a non-boss enemy with life equal to or less than the sum of these 2 dice, which is 8, which means I can kill a lot of things by just taking 1 damage. Okay, that's actually going to be our strategy, is to let them come down. So we're going to move here to try to start shooting these spellcasters and stuff. So let's try a red, 3 purple, and a blue. Oh, wow. Okay. So 2 crits onto him. And actually, then we can do, when it's defeated, activate a number of enemies equal to your lowest stat dice. So we have to activate 4 enemies. So he moves 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's defeated. All right, so that was 1. I could do a second one, which means we will just roll all of these. Crit. Okay. So we'll exhaust 1. Oh, shoot. Jeez. To move myself over here. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So all these things are dead. Technically, we don't gain the rewards till the end. So, wait, let's do that then. So he's going to hit us. Instead, we're going to take 1 damage to the pocket knife. And we get to defeat him. I'll take the 3 money. He moves down. He moves down. All other enemies. He doesn't move. He doesn't move. He moves down. Oh, shoot. He has more life than I thought. Oh, my God. I forgot about the nightlife thing. Whatever. I'm going to keep going. It's screwed up because I keep forgetting they have extra life when they are on those spaces. All right. What we'll do is leave the 2 there and we'll say he gets 2 so that he is dead. So he will move down, but then he dies, doesn't he? Um, no, he doesn't die. He just moves down here. No, then we die. Oh no, I guess we don't. All right, so he did damage. He's gonna deal 1, and then he dies as well. And that's everyone. He died because of our whole pocket knife thing. Then this guy dies. Gain 1 random item and upgrade it. No. He dies and we get the 2 dice back because of our ballista. Okay, so we have a lot of money now. Cool. So then we can spend the money. We'll spend 3 to heal up to 2. 2, 3. We'll heal up to 3. This is kind of our strategy now. It's just like get punched slowly and hope for the best. We defeated 2 enemies. So he's down to 3. Oh my god, they're supposed to be moving more. I've screwed this up so much. Whatever. We're just going to keep rolling with it. We're learning. Okay, and then we recover 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now we do a normal thing. C. He's a boss. Each time you play any amount of gold, he deals you 1 damage. Well, that's terrible. There goes that entire strategy. And he ranges 6 to hit him. Okay. Cool. We get 2 dice. So we'll do that. We'll play another one of C. He goes there. We're going to take off his armor. We'll do another one. Goes on the A. Oh, it's another boss. Jesus. Each time a crit is applied to an enemy, you must either activate one. God, these bosses are just insane. Okay. I guess we should have done Pizza Wheel too. Do another one. This goes on the B. It's Goblin. We'll take 2 dice. He adds another enemy. Onto D. Oh god. Oh god. They got your number, dude. It's freaking ridiculous. I'm doing so bad. All right, let's do one more. D. Oh my god, he adds 2 enemies. So first enemy goes on the B. He adds another enemy, so we have to remember that. He goes on the A. He adds another enemy, so we got 2 more enemies. He goes on the C. One more enemy goes on the C. Okay. 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 All right, let's YOLO it. We rolled them all, baby. All right, so we got a crit, and a bunch of hits and some misses. Oh, sure, I didn't put no. Here is fine. So we'll crit him. I don't think they did get deployed though, right? If so, I'm just gonna flip over 4 blue cards. Sometimes the plus modifiers in 20 strong games, they force you to immediately activate an additional enemy. Wait, you activate an enemy? Oh, it's different. You don't get additional enemies, they activate. Oh my god, I give up. I'm used to the thing that had extra enemies. What was that one? Yeah, it's the same icon, but it does something different. That's so annoying. Okay, the main rulebook is when they have additional enemies. After activating an enemy with a plus, activating additional enemies equal. Wait, is also on several enemies. Applies during activation, though it is not an effect. After activating an enemy with a plus icon, activate additional enemies equal to the number indicated. If any of those enemies have the plus, they resolve as well. And usually when they activate, they get more from the stack. That's not how they work in this. You don't get more enemies. Plus enemy doesn't mean plus enemy. It means they just activate another enemy. Son of a gun. Oh my god. In every other game, the plus enemy thing means you deploy another enemy. In this one, even though it says plus enemy, it doesn't mean add another enemy. It means activate a different enemy. Oh my god. Why would you use the same symbol? And why would you call it plus enemy? Why would you do that? That makes no logical sense. I have never crashed out on the board game ever in my entire life. I'm about to. So the original rulebook, basically, so what happens with activation? Most decks will require you to assemble stacks of conflict cards per setup. Choose the top card of one of the stacks and activate it by placing it in the active area. So the additional enemies plus icon is also on several enemies and applies during activation, though it's not an effect. After activating an enemy with a plus icon, activate additional enemies equal to the number indicated one at a time, which is just saying, because the old way it works is there's a stack of enemies like this, and then you activate a new one on. According to Tanglewood's General Rules of Play version 1.0, page 10 to page 11. So again, most decks will require you to assemble stacks of conflict cards as part of setup. Choose the top card of one of the stacks and activate it by placing it in the active area. This is saying, well, I guess it is. I don't know. During activation, maybe it is. Maybe you're supposed to put them? I guess, right? But every time they move is when they activate. Or is that just taking turns? No, I guess it is. I guess that is right. I guess you are just supposed to put enemies. And I just have to put an insane amount of enemies onto it. No, yeah. Okay. I got it. No, yeah. No, I guess you are just supposed to get 2, 3, 4 additional enemies. Okay. So I was right. It just gets insane. Also, I haven't been keeping track of the day tracker. I think it's down to like 15. I'm done. I can't with this game. I mean, we're gonna lose because we're so stacked. I mean, I guess we go a little further, but yeah. Add the just drawn enemy to deploy the last enemy in the deck. So reward each time is my guess. What does that say, JC? In the Rose rulebook, right? Hold on. Let me read that section. Place and activate enemies. As another 20 stronger games, they're forced you to meet. These additional enemies are placed in exactly the same way. Observe the next card in the path. Each time you deploy an enemy, you'll place it in a location at the far end of this path. See instructions. Okay. During activation, you can continue deploying enemies as long as you wish. Engagement whenever you wish, that is, as long as you resolve the previous enemy's effects, including any plus enemy effects that arose during the card's deployment. You can even choose not to deploy any enemies. I guess? Like, I don't know the difference between deploying and activating. You could deploy as... In first paragraph, you mean like in this section? The activating enemies? So in Tanglewood's Rose, you could deploy as many or as few enemies as you want each round. Deploying few enemies gives you respite, but deploying too few each round will make it difficult to defeat them all before the day tracker reaches 0. Oh, wait. First paragraph. What'd you say? Add the just drawn enemy. Oh, here it is. Okay. Placing activate enemies. When you activate an enemy, draw the top card of the enemy deck, flip it face up, and look at the backside of the next card. Tells you where it goes, right? Add the just drawn enemy to deploy the last enemy in the deck to the path choice. I guess. It's weird that they're using 2 words for the same exact thing with deploy and activating. Because to me, it feels like deploying is literally me choosing to throw out an enemy, and activating is like it does its own thing. I guess I'd be able to switch a bunch of cards over. I'm not 100% sure. They don't have like FAQs in the back, do they? No, I didn't think so. Yeah, I don't like their terms of activating and deploying. Like, I get what they're saying with like activating moves them all down. No, but that's enemies take turns. Like, okay, what's the difference between activating and deploying? Like, it feels like it's the same exact thing and they're calling it 2 different things. Hopefully, or yeah, notorious rulebook. Yeah, like it literally feels like they're using the word like, okay, I think this is where my confusion is stemming from. So they're using the word activate to bring everyone out. And if you don't look at this deployment and gold rewards thing, like when you activate, you deploy it, which JC, I think is what you're saying, which 100% makes sense, right? When it activates, it deploys onto the table. So they're one and the same. It's just weird that they were say then the reward is deploying, which I guess is activating. Just call it activating. So then when you get the mob, after this enemy's activated, which is deployed, each other enemy on its path moves 1 location forward. So when they do their enemy turn, they're not activating, they're just moving. Hold on, where's the enemy turn? Placing activated enemies. Okay, enemy turn. In the okay, D20. In the suffer damage, okay. In the suffer damage step, each undefeated enemy that is active takes a turn. So I guess they're not activating each time. They're just taking a turn. They are only activating plus enemy symbols will be me deploy. Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's like makes sense in balancing it out. Okay. So activating is only when you're deploying. And when they're moving, they're not activating. They're just taking their turn. I think is how I got it now. So they only activate to deploy when they go on here, which is the same thing but called 2 different things. Which okay. And then when they're just moving, they're not activating. They're just taking their turn. Okay. Okay. I think I understand now. I do want to flip this entire computer table, but hey LW, how's it going? Okay. Activating, deploying, same exact thing. Moving is not activating. Moving is just taking your turn. Okay. Okay. I'm happy we got that down. But no, JC, I agree with you. Now, reading that and understanding that two words mean the same thing. Yes, I think you're right. Each time an enemy comes out, you do the you do the each time an enemy activates, to activate a new one, you do the deploy reward. I agree with you on that. So like even though you're getting more enemies activated deployed on you, you could take the deployment reward. Or each time an enemy activates on you, you could take the deployment reward. Okay. 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 Just give me a second, chat. Okay. My back hurts. Okay. 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 Activate. Okay. I know I said that was my last time, but I'm a liar. We're gonna do it one last time. Now that we understand how their words work, not the English language words. Yervil. Thank you for using Prime Sub, dude. 3 months. Enjoy the new badge. I still think we get absolutely crushed. But if we're gonna get crushed, we're gonna get crushed the right way. So cool to be here for the first almost crash out. Bro. I have never been so mad at a game in my life. Like, if any of you have ever wondered which expansion is from, this is Tanglewoods Rose. I do not recommend. But not that I don't recommend. Understand that words don't mean what you think they mean. That's what I'll say to that. If you've ever wondered in your life what's D20 like when he gets mad, that's it. This is what happens. This is me mad. I don't really yell. I don't really freak out too much, but that's about as close as you're ever going to see me get like truly upset. So, congrats for you that are here. You got to witness that. All right, I don't even want that rule book. That rule book's dumb. Okay, so this is that. This is that. This is that. This is that. Okay. Okay. We are going to shuffle this. Okay. I have a headache now too. All right, we get the free reward of 1 gold. Good. It's Molten Spirit too, which is terrible. Okay. So. Okay. Okay. Okay, D20. It's a board game. You're a mediocre board game player. You can figure this out. Did I set this up right? Yeah, okay. Okay. I am going to activate an enemy which deploys the enemy. just FYI, in case you're confused, I am doing two things at the same exact time with two different words. So this goes on A. So it's the spellcaster. And the suffer damage spellcaster deals damage to you regardless. Okay. I do not like that guy, but that's fine. I am going to get the items, right? That's what we want to do. So we get to draw 2 and keep 1 and oh, we have to discard the other. Oh, a turtle. No, it's a dog. After an enemy is activated, roll all green dice and apply all hits to the enemy if possible and return to the rest of your dice pool. I'm going to take the pizza wheel, I think. And we discard that. Cool. I am going to activate / deploy onto B, sandwich. Now, I get a reward for deploying from the activation. We're going to get another item. A library card, straight in the trash, and just a normal apple. Place just normal apple near the enemy deck. Each time a non-boss enemy with a plus enemy would be activated, discard it instead along with this card. If you regain an item when your inventory is full, discard library card for +1 health. You may still gain the item. Oh, I like that. Okay. I am going to activate / deploy another one. Goes on the D. The Watchman. Okay, comes with expose, which when you suffer damages other stuff, and whatever the sun symbol is, flip each daytime location this unit moves or is displaced onto over to nighttime. Okay. I am going to activate to deploy another card. Wait, did I get the reward for that? No. We take their 2 dice. Yeah, I need to keep activating. C. Alright, so the goblin comes in with a torch. When this enemy is activated, each other enemy in its path moves 1 location. Because I've activated and deployed this, they would move, but there's not the move. So I get another one. I'm going to change this. No, not that one. This one? Yeah, we'll change this one. Now, he activates and deploys another enemy, which goes to A, which is another spellcaster, the cards I absolutely hate. And then we will flip over this one. Okay. Okay. I gotta do 8 damage between those two, because they're just gonna damage me. Which is pretty terrible. And if I discard 2... Actually, we could use the pizza wheel to deal 4 damage to one and 4 damage to another one. So we might do that. So let's roll 1, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna roll these 4. Ever first of 2 rolls. A hit, a miss, and a miss. Alright, I'm gonna roll a green and a blue. We need 2 more damage and a miss. Well, not miss, just anything else. Okay, we got a crit and a damage and that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is extend our range. 3, extend, oh no, that's fine. Range of 3. Then we do a crit, 2, 3, 4. The rest of these dice get exhausted. No, so my range is 2, and I can exhaust a die to increase my range, right? That's what it says. With increasing range. Alright, the enemy in each path is location close to you at 1. The enemy 2, whatever. Alright, so anytime during the round's engagement, you may increase your range for the remainder of the engagement range by exhausting any ready or unapplied die. This can be done multiple times in engagement. So, can I not just... Did I have to exhaust it earlier on? Because that was kind of the goal, was just to take one of the dice and exhaust it. I guess I had to do that first and then roll the other ones. Would probably been the better timing of it, right? If you roll... Well, I don't know if he has to be in target range. Because it says it could be any unexhausted die or not. What was it? What was the word? ready or unapplied die. Right? So before I apply it, I can do it. I think I just timed that wrong. I think when I rolled the first ones, I should have unapplied one. Not unapplied it, but a die I wouldn't have applied, gain the range, and then put it on. Okay, so we get pizza wheel. So after enemy is defeated, which technically hasn't happened yet, because that's all that. Now an enemy is defeated, take all dice and apply them to any other active enemies regardless of range. So we would kill those two. Right? They would both be dead. And we throw away the pizza wheel too in there. Now, we are going to activate enemies. Now, just so that we know, all other active enemies have this symbol which turns the cards over. Just to, not that it's that confusing, but, you know. He moves, but he doesn't turn over because it's all other enemies. So he doesn't activate. Let me rephrase this. He takes his turn. What's this one? After his enemy's activated, so that doesn't do anything. He takes his turn and moves this over. And he takes his turn and moves this here. Okay, they have taken their turns. Exhaust dice. Okay, we did that. Recover. We get to recover 3. So we'll do a red and 2 purples. Gain the item rewards, which technically we do now. And day 17 goes down. Okay. Okay. I am going to spend 3 monies that I have collected from murdering everything to increase this up to 3 so I can hold 3 items. Because we kind of need that to happen. I can't wait for the nights with you. I need a tissue. And then we're going to activate to deploy. As it is. Let me think about how we want to do this. That's exposed. We don't have to worry about that yet. Let's think about this. How do we want to do this? I don't like the sandwich. Oh wait, we can get rid of the Watchman. The Watchman's probably what we want to get rid of. Okay, so let's activate to deploy a B. Vortex mirror. Oh wait, I'm sorry. He doesn't move down. He doesn't move down. Sorry. I get my deployment reward, which I'm going to turn his thing over so that he's less hard to kill. I'm going to activate to deploy the midnight. Now, when activated, move this enemy down. Okay, so he can't move, which is nice. We have now learned that this entire row is adjacent to me, even if I'm not there. Just FYI, in case you were confused, like me. So we put him in. We have to do another card. Let's do another item, right? Yeah, let's do another item. So we get to draw 2 to choose 1, discard the other. Sling stones for the rest of the round. You have unlimited range. Or, no, we want the Elfish Impersonator, I think. In case we can upgrade that. Okay. I think that's enough. My quick rule browsing, you are correct to track it now. There were a few posts on this in BGG about this. Which one, Cyber Jace, out of curiosity? Are they struggling as much as I'm struggling? Am I not alone? All right, I moved my gal over here. And I want to kill the Watchman. Faux show. Faux show. So do 4 damage to him. Okay, so we'll do 1, 2, 3. We'll roll these 3 dice to see if I hit a crit. Oh, I did. Okay, that worked out well. We'll do that there. Oh, shoot. I messed it up. I'm supposed to roll 1 more. A basic so I can do the extend range. Sorry. Oh, no, I have 3. I didn't have to do that. That's why I did that. Okay, that's that. Now, I could try to hit a crit onto the midnight to kill him as well, but I have to exhaust a die. When deploying such, okay, good. I'm happy other people are struggling too. It brings joy to my sad heart. Sledgehammer. I have to do 5 plus a 6 die, and one of those on the midnight has to be a critical. I mean, we go for it, right? Yeah, we're gonna go for it. YOLO. All right, so this is our second roll out of 3 rolls. Okay, good. A crit. Oh wait, this is good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we don't even need all that, but that's fine. We're gonna extend our range and then apply and murder the midnight. Plus, we did a crit on it, so that would kill it. Cool. Now we have applied all of our dice. So now suffer damage. That would be us. So we kill him. We'll take the 1 monies. Take the 1 monies. They now take their turn. He doesn't flip over that card, but he flips over that card. And Goblin moves down as well. Oh wait, this one killed this card, so this doesn't activate anymore. Cool. That's that. Now we recover 3 dice, so we'll do red and 2 purples. We do need to recover a lot more dice. So, oh, and this goes down to 16. I kind of want him to leave our player without being defeated. Because it does no damage to us, and we just gain a life, which feels good. So he's got 4 life. So we're going to move our gal there. And first roll, we're going to do a red and 2 purples. Give me a crit. Okay, so that's 3 damage. Actually, we're going to roll a second one. For second one, we're going to take the red again and a blue. All right, it was just a hit and a hit. That's fine. That's the 4 damage. We're done. That's fine. Okay, so he is going to die. We get our 1 gold. He activates. He activates. Or not activates. Takes his turn. Go down to 15 and we get our 3 dice back. Okay. I now need to activate to deploy. So D. Oh, it's a boss. Son of a gun. Each time an enemy is defeated, -1 life. So this gives us the banner, which means everyone gets +1 attack, which is terrible. That's fine. He's just going to negate us. And then we get a reward. So let's get 2 purple. Activate the deploy. D. Okay, so the I. Oh no, that's terrible for us. Okay, so that goes there. He gets an. Oh wait, we have to get 2 dice still. If we want, yeah, we do want that. He has to put a new one in, which is on C. After this enemy is activated, each other enemy's path moves 1 location. Okay, so there's no one else in his path, so he doesn't move. We get a reward, which means we're going to switch that over. We're going to activate the deploy. Okay, the I is already there. Wait. We're doing this backwards. This is active. That is active. That is not active. He goes on B. And our next reward is going to be Um, another item. BFG, immediately defeat an enemy that currently has a crit on. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. I guess that's good. I want to move to the sandwich. Oh, we have to get rid of 2 items. Okay. I brought my pencil. I want to kill this mirror. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try these 5. See what happens. All right. Hit, hit. Oops. Hit, hit, hit. Second roll. We need to do 2 more damage. All right. We'll roll 3 dice. Crit hit. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh shoot, he's +1 life for each inventory item. Oh my god, I keep forgetting that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which won't kill him because I can't read his card apparently. So that stinks. Okay. Now, he moves off. He deals 1 damage, which means we need to lower something by 1. So we're going to lower this to 2. We're going to get rid of this card, which means he loses a life. So he doesn't have as much life, so he dies. We have to discard 2 items before we get its reward. So that's cool. Everyone else moves. Okay. Those are still active. That's not active. I recover 3 dice. Okay. This goes down 1. We defeated 2 enemies. So this is down to 5. Okay. So we have some money. I'm going to spend the 3 money to increase this back up to 3. I'm going to spend 3 more money to increase the recovery die up to 4. Okay. We're going to activate the deploy. He goes on A. Oh, it's another scout boss. You can only apply dice to scout if he is the only undefeated enemy activated. Okay. So he's just going to chill and everyone moves faster. Cool. We get a reward for that, which is going to be... We need more dice. Purple, then blue. Next one, deploy on A. Spellcaster. Cool. We are going to take 2 to get an item. Snow Globe and Tondo of Blood. An enemy would be activated in an occupied location to discard instead. Choose a stat die and roll it, setting the stat to its... Oh, I don't want that. Actually, no, I do want that. In case my health gets down to 1. Okay. He's down to 5. Let's deploy another one. C. We get a reward. We're going to take a blue and a green. He has to put another enemy. Okay, Goblin Mob. They're going to make everything nighttime. And after this enemies activate, each other enemy on its path moves 1 location towards your hero. So Spellcaster moves down. Okay. I get a reward for that, which I'm going to do an item again. Again, we get to do 2 because of the Beauty Scholar. Defeat an active... Okay. You take the stone shoes. Okay. Because what we could do is we could take out the goblin with the stone shoes. Okay. Tokens order, do your health threat dials scuff each other a bit over time the way you store and play them? Um, maybe a little. I'll show you. So these dials are put in a bag all the time, or and like attached to each other all the time, and like they're not, they're fine. Like I don't really notice any markings on them. The acrylic's pretty good. There are times that like when it's really shiny, I can see some really light scratches if I put it like in a super bright light up there. But I mean, they are stored like this and like constantly like pulled apart and whatever, and thrown into a thing with like tons of other stuff. So it's not like major, but because it's high gloss, you'll eventually see it. Tokens? Nah. So all my tokens are just thrown together like this. And like these ones, like you won't see anything on them. If the camera focused. But like you won't see any scuff marks or anything. Sometimes in the high gloss sections, I can see in very bright light, like very light, like what looks like scratching. But unless you're playing with like literally giant lights on your table, you probably won't ever notice it. But yeah, I stored them all like that, and I play them all the time. And just playing generally on this table, like I haven't noticed it. But if I try really hard, I could notice if I really wanted to. But I have to try actively. Okay, so we're still deploying, right? We're gonna do one more activate. This goes in the A. Oh, it's parry to platypus. He comes down. Those are all active, so it doesn't matter. We get a reward. We want to flip this guy over. And then he has to bring someone else in, which is D, which we get a reward for that. We have to bring someone else in. Oh, wait. Torch means they activate, so he moves down. Yeah, like I said, you will. There's a 99% chance you don't notice. We have to bring another one in. A. Oh my god. Okay. So they all move down. We get a reward for that. We're gonna pick another item. And I have to bring another one in. Search train, baby. C. Okay, finally. Okay. She would flip over, but that doesn't really matter. Okay. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna use the stone shoes to defeat an active enemy with the goblin in its name. So we're gonna defeat this one. And we have a range of 3, so I could try to take out Parry the Platypus too. So I gotta do 9 total damage. So 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's hope we get some crits here. Oh god. Wow, no, that was a terrible roll. Alright. Hit, hit. We can roll 3 times. So we'll roll all these again. Hit, hit. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, give me a crit. Okay, all hits. That works too. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, we needed a crit. We didn't get it. He gets all those. Okay. Kill him. Now we activate. He moves down. He makes that dark. He moves down. Makes this one dark. He moves down. 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 Oh wait, they all move 2. So he moves again. He moves again. He moves again. He's going to attack me. He moves down. I think we're going to lose. He's going to attack me. Now, he does 3 damage. It has to be activated to my other stuff. So 1, 2, 3. And he does 2. Yeah, we're basically done. And we discard them without getting the reward. He goes down to 4. Okay. Okay, and then we gain 3 dice back. So 1, 2, 3. All right. B. We can take an item. Pogo stilts. Deal 2 damage to each adjacent enemy. Deal 2 damage to each enemy adjacent to you that would be defeated by that damage. Okay. Oh wait, we're on this side. All right, so what we can do... Oh shoot, he would flip this one over. Let's do one more. D. I want to flip this card over. Let's just do another one. B. Okay. All right, so if we throw away this item... Oh, no, wait, we can't have all these items because we only have a 1. Oh, my God. Hold on. I'm going to use this, choose a stat die, and re-roll it. I'm going to roll this one. A 3. Okay, that works out well. Then we get the items. We should have done that first. Okay. Let's do one more. I need another item. A. That goes there. Get another item. Take that one. All right, so what we could do is discard an item, set 2 exhausted dice to crit size. Sides. 1, 2. He's going to die. We flip over. We're just going to roll a bunch of dice and hope for the best here. All right, let's apply. Hey, New Jay, have I seen? Yes, we've played it before. It's really good. I enjoy it. He's got 7, 2, 4, 6. Okay, let's spend 1 to move here. 2, 4, 6. Apply steps. So we do one of these. This goes on the C. We get a reward. We're going to take another item. Do that one. We switch to the other side. But yeah, I like the Cloud Spire one. It's good. Okay. And then I'm going to try to do the last 2, the Watchmen. Oh, wait. He has more life. He's got 1 extra life. So we're just going to apply this here. And there's no reason to apply this. Okay. That's fine. So he dead. He dead. He dead. Then, unfortunately, he moves 2. He does 3 damage, which means 1, 2. That brings it down to 1. This brings it down to 2. The reason being is because this exposed thing. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then he does damage to me. Brings me down to 0. That kills me. Okay. And the goblin would have done it too. Dude, the bosses are tough with that. That's actually what screwed me up at the end there. There might have been a better way to do all that, but whatever. Whatever. We got wrecked. I will say, this is very hard. Very, very hard. Very hard. Do not recommend until you get very good at this game. But if you want a really good challenge, I guess that's it. But yeah, the Cloud Spire one is super good. It's really good. I highly recommend it. It's a little weird setup at first, but once you get it down, it's pretty basic. You'll get it. Ugh. Seven. Well, that was something. That was something. I mean, once we got the rules down, I feel like we were doing better, at least. But it was still rough. It's like she's singing. All fits so nicely in there. Oh, Tanglewood's Rose. I hope to never play you again. You tried? Trying is the first step to failure. Hence why you should never try. Is that Homer Simpson, I think? Run away, run away. Ugh. But yeah, I will say, I still, as far as decks, I still think Solar Sentinels is nice for a starter. Tanglewood's Rose, White, and Gold were all good. I think Gold was kind of the best one. Rose, don't do. Baby Yaga I haven't really done much with. Cloudspire I liked a lot. And Too Many Bones of Victorum were fine. I remember Victorum being a little weird at times. But not, like, terrible. Just kind of weird. But I did see they're going to do Burn Cycle, which I'm excited for. I think that should be fun and cool. So, yeah, I am excited for that. I think that will be neat. Because I enjoy Burn Cycle. Nemesis. Yeah, I'm more excited for Etherfields because I'm an Etherfields fan. But regardless, I think it'll be. I think all 3 of those decks should be pretty good and pretty interesting. So, I'm excited for all of them. You sorting out the rules live on air. Game rules are. Let's be honest. You was sorting out the rules live. Yeah. Tainted Grail deck for me. The card play appeals to me. Yeah. I know a lot of people like the Tainted Grail stuff, so I know they'll be interested in that for sure. So, okay, chat. I'm gonna go sleep my life away. I think we'll be live Friday. I'm not 100% sure. I'm currently like $400 even payments in GameFam projects. I'm still paying off. That's fair. Also, welcome Super Rider. Plus, you know, you could just wait till whenever. The prices will be a little bit more expensive, but not like a ton. But I think I'll be live Friday. I should be. I don't think novels will be around, but I should be. I don't know what. We might just like hang out and play video games or something. But Monday I probably won't be because it's Memorial Day. And I got a barbecue all day and whatnot. So, you know. Pizza Motor Con? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they'll have good discounts at the convention for sure. All right, chat. Appreciate you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you most likely Friday. Make sure you join Discord. That's the easiest way to know when exactly I'll be live. Or I'll put the live stream thing up in general on the Discord or on YouTube when I'm live. I'll give you a couple hours notice. All right. All right, everyone. I appreciate you being with me while I try to learn the rules and whatnot. And I'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone.